Greetings to all of you grade 7s. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome the grade 4s, the grade 5s and the grade 6s that have decided to join us this morning. My name is Nomonde Gyasi and I am from FS-IBP district. Today's lesson is reading and viewing a visual text. We are going to focus on an advertisement. Let us look at the outline for today. We're going to look at the meanings of what an advertisement is, the definition of advertisement, the features, those important parts that we look at. And we are going to also study the advertisement and answer questions. Have a pen and paper ready to write down some important points. Let us look at what an advertisement is. I would like us to answer the following questions. What does the term advertising mean to you? What do you think of when you hear the word? What does it remind you of? You might have listened to a radio advertisement. You might have seen it on newspapers, on magazines, on posters, billboards, or on television. Now, you are going to read a printed advertisement. Let us look at the definition of an advertisement. Advertisement is described as something that is trying to influence a person to buy a product, to buy a service or an idea. Something that promotes a product, usually by persuasive or motive means. Providing information, calling attention to making known something that you want to sell. To help us remember an advertisement, designers use the following important features. This is where you want to write down your important points, grade 7s. Let us look at the features. Designers use colorful images or pictures. You can see how beautiful those purple colors are on the screen. An interesting layout, the way the different parts are arranged. Look at those pictures over there of wearing a mask, and you see that face over there. And the picture, the layout of the bottle of Coca-Cola. Another feature that they use short slogans. They use catchy phrases like the smart shopper's choice, or fresh and fast for you, or taste the rainbow. It's finger-licking good. Just do it. This is the famous one. They look at alliteration when we are repeating the same sound in words. Baked biscuits, by far the best. Weight Watchers, Best Buy. Alliteration, grade 7, you have already learned about in your poetry, your poems. Features continue. Designers use a symbol or logo, which is a small image, a picture, to remind us of the product whenever we see it. If you look at that picture over there, the writing says it's in short. It's a short logo, Play Kids, but the logo tells you can see a child running around the tree over there. It will tell you, it tells you something about what the advertisement is all about. Another feature is the large writing or the font that attracts our attention. Look at the different kinds of fonts that are on the screen. Continuing with the features, designers use informal language, just a relaxed language that we use every day. Examples, I'm loving it. They also use formal, which is a standard language. Look at that poster over there. The language is standard. Social skills communication boards. We still continue with the features. They use language that manipulates us or appeals to our feeling, emotive, and persuasive. They want us to be part of the advertisement. Tasty flake breakfast cereal. Everyone is enjoying it. You also want to enjoy it. Now we are going to look at this advertisement. We are going to study the written and visual features of the advertisement. Something for you to do. Now, before you carry on studying, you have to follow the stages of reading. The before you read, the while you read, the after reading. Stages that you need to follow. This activity can be done, you can do it on your own, it can be done alone, it can be done in pairs, it can be done in a small group, but you must remember to wear your mask and follow all the COVID-19 protocols. And the last stage is after you read. Now let us look at before you read. To stimulate your thinking, you need to describe and explain what you like or don't like about this advertisement. For example, it may be the music or the song that you don't like, and remember, you need to say why you like it, why you don't like it. It may be the slogan. If you go back to the picture, it may be the slogan. It may be the language that is used that you like or you don't like. It might be the visual image that you see over here, or the appeal to emotions or senses. Let's go back. Now we are done before you read. And then we go to while reading. There are two important actions that must happen over here. You skim and you scan. Let us look at the meaning of skim. What do we do when we skim? It's when reading a text quickly so as to note only the important points. And to scan is to read a text quickly in order to find specific information. Let's go to skim. What are we going to do now when we skim the advertisement? What is the advertisement for? Who is the advertisement for? Let's go back to the picture. Trying to answer those two questions. We're not going to answer the questions now. Remember, we are now on stage while read. Go back to the picture, to the while reading. Scan the advertisement and identify the features. Let's go back to the advertisement. You are now scanning. Remember, you are reading a text quickly in order to find specific information. And then we go to the last stage, which is after reading. After reading, you have to reread the advertisement in more depth. Let's go to the advertisement. I'm going to give you some time to look at it and you reread it in more depth. As 18 stars need you. Are you a talented, aspiring singer, dancer, or musician? You may be South Africa's next teen star. Auditions coming to a venue near you. See www.sa10stars.co.za or call 0860 777 1313 for further details. S18 stars. And you also look at the pictures and a girl. We are now going to read the questions. But before we do that, I want you to note the mark allocation at the end of the page. This will help you to weight your answers. It's very important that you look at the mark allocation. Let us read the questions now. Look at the layout of the advertisement. What does it remind you of? I'm reading again. Look at the layout of the advertisement. What does it remind you of? Let's go back to the advertisement. Looking at the layout. Think of what it reminds you of. Right, and then we go to question 2. Remember, question 1 is worth 1 mark. Question 2. Why do you think this layout is used? Do you need a picture for that? Let's go back. You might want to look at the picture again. Why did they use the layout? And remember, this is 2 marks. And then we read question 3. What part of the advertisement stands out the most and why? Remember now, this question is in 2 parts. You need to say the part that stands out and give a reason for that. Let's go back to the picture. Look at the part that stands out and think of the reasons why you think so. And then we move on to the next question, number 4. What event is being advertised? Do you want us to go to the picture? What event is being advertised? There you go. I'm sure you are jotting down those answers. And then we move on to the next question. Name 2 ways that you can find out more about this event. Name 2 ways that you can find out more about this event. Let's go back to the advertisement. 2 ways that we can find out more. I can see that you are writing down your answers because the answer is there on the advertisement. And then we go back to the next question. Question number 6. 3 marks. Bear in mind, it is 3 marks. Find an example of manipulative language in the advertisement. Do you agree with these words? Say why or why not. Now, this question is in 3 parts. You must find an example in the advertisement. Remember, you write it as it is. You go and look at the advertisement. And you must say if you agree with the language that is used. And say why do you agree or why do you not agree. Let's go back to the picture. And maybe we can see the manipulative language that is used. So that you can write a reason why you agree. Which is it? What language was it used? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 7, we are almost done reading the questions. The designers of this advertisement have used several different colors. Why do you think they have made it colorful? Let's read again. The designers of this advertisement have used several different colors. Why do you think they have made it colorful? 2 marks. Let's go and look at the color. While you are looking at the color, you are writing some answers on the paper or in your workbook. Look at the colors that have been used. Question number 8, which is the last question. Is the language in this advertisement informal or formal? Give an example of words from the advertisement that show this. Let's read again. Is the language in this advertisement informal or formal? Give an example of words from the advertisement that show this. Let's go back to the advertisement to see the type of language that is used. All right, I'm going to go back to the questions, and I want us to look at the answers that we have written to see if we agree with the ones that I have. We are going to compare your answers with my answers. I'm not going to go back to the advertisement now. I am just going to read the question and read the answers for you. Look at the layout of the advertisement. What does it remind you of? Perhaps I must go to the advertisement itself. Look at the layout of the advertisement. What does it remind you of? Layout reminds one of a popular poster. You need to think out of the box. Now, the reminder of this layout is not here on the poster, grade 7s. It is something that you have seen before and you need to write it down. What can you say about what is written over there? Your country needs you, for example. It's not written over there because you can see the girl pointing at you. It's you that is needed. Maybe you can say that. Now I'm going to repeat my answer. The layout reminds me of a popular poster, for example, originating from the Second World War, which said, "Your country needs you." It can be anything, learners. It can be anything that you think of. Let's go to question 2. Why do you think this layout is used? Let's look at the layout again. Why do you think this layout is used? The layout makes a dramatic appeal to the reader and persuades the reader that he or she needs to enter the talent contest. I repeat, the layout makes a dramatic appeal to the reader and persuades the reader that he or she needs to enter the talent contest. Question 3. What part of the advertisement stands out the most and why? You need to give a reason. What part of the advertisement stands out the most and why? Let's go back to the advertisement. We are looking at the part that stands out the most and you need to give a reason. And I look at the poster, the heading for me, that says S18 stars needs you, and you need to write it down, as well as the picture or the image of the teenage star. Those are the two that stand out for me. The heading, which reads as follows, you write it down: SA or South African teen stars needs you, as well as the picture or the image of the teenage star. Those are the two things that stand out. Let's look at the next question. Oh, what part of the advertisement, I go back, stands out for you? The other one that stands out. I'm not done. Go back to the picture. The heading stands out because it is written in a large, bold font, and the image stands out because it is attractive, it is appealing and colorful. These are the reasons that you are giving now. That the heading stands out because it is written in a large, bold font, and the image stands out because it is attractive, it is appealing and colorful. This is now when we are going to question 4. Now we are going to question 4. What event is being advertised? What event is being advertised? Grade 7s, grade 4s, grade 5s, grade 6s. Look at the advertisement. What event is being advertised? Ah, there. I can see it over there. You do not have to think. It's written over there. Auditions for a nationwide teenage talent contest. Why nationwide? Because it is for South Africans. Auditions for a nationwide teenage talent contest. Question 5. Name 2 ways that you can find out more about this event. Name 2 ways that you can find out more about this event. Let's go to the advertisement. Oh, I can see them. You can look on the website or make a telephone call. There it is. The website is written over there. You don't have to write it down. You can just mention that you look at the website or make a telephone call. Next question. Question number 6. Find an example of manipulative language in the advertisement. Do you agree with these words? Or say why or why not? We are now going to go to the advertisement and look at the manipulative language that is used in the advertisement. Okay. You don't want to make mistakes. You want to look at the words carefully. Oh, the answer is the words, "You may be South Africa's next teenage star," manipulates you into thinking that you have a real chance or you stand a chance of winning the contest and therefore should enter it. The words manipulative language that is used, "You may be South Africa's next teenage stars." It's talking to you. Those words manipulate you into thinking that you have a real chance or you stand a very big chance of winning the contest and therefore you should enter it. You. Next question, number 7. You are almost there. Question number 7. The designers of this advertisement have used several different colors. Why do you think they have made it colorful? let us go and look at the colors that the designers use in the advertisement. Oh, give yourself some time and look at the colors that are in the advertisement. The colors have made this advertisement colorful so that it attracts your attention and appeals to you. Look at the star at the background of the girl, the yellow star that is used over there. They have made it colorful so that it attracts your attention and appeals to you. It also makes the event that is being advertised seem very exciting and fun, because when you look at this, you get excited, don't you? Wouldn't it be fun if you were to enter this competition and win as it is suggested on the advertisement? The last question. Is the language in this advertisement informal or formal? You give an example of words from the advertisement that show this. Then it means you have to go to the advertisement and look at those words and you write them down. The language in the advertisement is more formal than informal. For example, the writing in small font that tells you how to find out more about the event is written in standard formal language. The language in the advertisement is more formal than informal. For example, the writing in small font that tells you how to find out more about the event is written in standard formal language. We have answered all the questions, and I hope that some of the questions that you've answered, the answers that I have read to you are similar or the same. And now we have come to the end of our lesson. Thank you, grade 7s. Thank you, grade 4s, grade 5s, grade 6s for joining us. Take care and remember to observe all the protocols and wear a mask. Goodbye.